Hey guys, welcome back. And we have some outstanding information here to go over. Nintendo had their Nindies showcase today, and it was a doozy. Like, it was amazing. They had a ton of content to show, a ton of games to show, and of course, in this video, we can't go over every single game, but we will go over the highlights of the presentation, my favorite picks, and some exclusive information I'm going to share at the end of the video, so stay tuned for that in regards to one of these games. And stay tuned for the winners of Mutant Mudds Super Challenge, the Jules Watch'em game that we announced last week was up for grabs. I have 3 codes that I'm giving away, and I have 3 winners. So stay tuned at the end of the video for your name to be called on, and if you win, I will give you the game. So look forward to that. Alright, so this presentation was jam-packed full of great information, great games, and indie developers have really taken the Nintendo Switch to heart and in stride, really. I mean, it looks like these games are going to be fantastic, especially the ones they showcased today. Now, Nintendo did announce there's 3 exclusives coming to the Nintendo Switch and 2 timed exclusives that I can tell. There might be some other timed exclusives that were not mentioned, but in the press release there's at least 3 exclusives and 2 timed exclusives. So we'll go over some of them. And first of all, Runner 3 from Choice Provisions is going to be an exclusive to the Nintendo Switch coming this fall, and that game looks really good. Looks like it's running at a more advanced engine than the previous game. Looks very detailed, looks very fun. If you're a fan of that series, well, you have a lot to look forward to. The press release says that Runner 3 continues the joyous adventures of Commander Video from Bit Trip Runner and Runner 2. Players will encounter quests, branching paths, item shops, new retro challenges, new character moves, new dance moves, and a roster of characters that somehow manages to rival the strangeness of Runner 2. The game is scheduled to launch exclusively for Nintendo Switch this fall. Then they announced SteamWorld Dig Part 2 from Image and Form Games. If you recall, back in November 2016, I had Brian Stirgeson, the CEO of Image and Form Games, on this channel, and we discussed what it was like to develop for the Nintendo Switch. And he said they had a dev kit and they were making a game for the Switch, but they couldn't announce it just yet. Well, here it is, and they have announced it. SteamWorld Dig 2 is coming to the Nintendo Switch. It's not exclusive, but if you remember, SteamWorld Dig Part 1 was a very highly rated, extremely well-received game on the Nintendo 3DS and the Wii U. So this game is going to be highly anticipated, I guarantee it, and it looks fantastic from the trailer. Then of course they showed what everyone's looking forward to from the former Rare developers, Team 17 at Playtonic Games. Yooka-Laylee was finally shown for the Nintendo Switch, and it looks really good. It was a little framey, a little bit on the frame rate side, but I'm definitely happy that it is at least coming to the Nintendo Switch, and obviously there's more time until it's released, and they're going to smooth out any frame rate hitches before it's launched. Next they announced Blaster Master Zero from Inti Creates. Now I'm sure you guys remember Blaster Master on the NES, right? That was a fantastic game, very innovative, and this game looks to be very similar to that. It has a side-scrolling, has a top-down, it has a sci-fi, it has new and improved gameplay systems and mechanics, and it's going to have a 2-player mode to look forward to. So that game is going to be exclusive to the Nintendo Switch and the Nintendo 3DS on March 9th. So it's not going to be a launch game, but just the following Tuesday it's going to be released. And the next exclusive they announced was Pocket Rumble from Chucklefish Games and Cardboard Robot Games. So this is a 2D fighter that makes players want to throw down anywhere, anytime. The battles get even more intense with the inclusion of HD Rumble. When players get hit by a weak attack, it'll feel very different from getting rocked by a strong one. The game is scheduled to launch as a console exclusive for Nintendo Switch in March. So no release date exactly for that game just yet, but that game looks fun as well, and it's going to be coming in March. And then they highlighted some other games too, but we won't get into every single one of them like I said. But one game that really caught my eye was the spiritual successor to Retro City Rampage called Shakedown Hawaii from V-Blank. This game looks so fun, and they called it a 16-bit era type of successor to the 8-bit style Retro City Rampage. And it goes on to say a little bit about the game. It says, from the boardroom to the streets, Shakedown Hawaii parodies big business and the white-collar crimes that go alongside. Build your empire, monopolize the markets, and collaterally rezone the island's destructible sandbox. Sandbox, hey! It's scheduled to launch first on the Nintendo Switch this April. So it's coming to the Nintendo Switch first. It doesn't say it's going to be a timed exclusive, but it's coming to the Switch first in April, so that's good news right there. And the other time exclusive they announced was Graceful Explosion Machine from Vertex Pop. Skillfully pilot the advanced Grateful Explosion Machine fighter while blasting swarms of crystalline enemies with your ludicrously overpowered quad weapon array. This side-scrolling arcade shooter features HD rumble support, which means players will really be able to feel those machines explode. The game is scheduled to launch first on the Nintendo Switch in April. And they mentioned that in the video that these indie developers are using the features of the Nintendo Switch, the local multiplayer, the HD rumble, the Joy-Cons, motion controls, things like that. So they're really taking advantage of it using the exclusive features, so it would be more of a draw to buy on the Switch than say on the PC or Xbox One or PlayStation 4, for example, that don't have those features. They also announced Goner from Raw Fury and Art and Heart. Goner is labeled as a tough as hell score-based procedurally generated platformer with roguelike elements, and it says you will die a lot in this game. The game launches first on the Nintendo Switch later this year. So that's basically all the games from the press release I'm going to talk about, but one game that they didn't mention on the press release was that the Jules Watch'em game that he was teasing last week has been announced for the Nintendo Switch, and it is in fact Treasure Knots. And of course, Jules Watch'em now runs Atui Games, and this game he's been working on for I think the past 4 or 5 years. So it was announced 4 years ago for the 3DS, so it is coming out for the Nintendo Switch and it's coming out for the 3DS. So Treasure Knots is alive and it's coming, so that's great news, and I'm really happy for Jules to get his game coming to the Switch. And of course, like I said last week, it was really nice having him on this channel and interviewing him. If you haven't checked out that interview from last week, I highly suggest you do so. It's really insightful, you really enjoy it. So my favorite games from this list that I saw, and there's over 60 different indie titles coming to the Switch, but my favorites and the ones that I'm most looking forward to are SteamWorld Dig 2, Runner 3, Yooka-Laylee, Blaster Master Zero, Shakedown Hawaii, and of course Treasure Knots. So I'm really looking forward to these games. These games look really fun, they look innovative, they look different, they look fresh. And that's exactly what the indie games bring to the industry. They bring a fresh take on gaming, really. And when you look at these games, they're not all the same. They're not all cookie cutter, side-scrolling platformers. They're really innovative, different types of games. So I highly suggest you check out that presentation, guys, for yourself. It was really well done, and I was really impressed by it. So I really can't wait to see more of that in the future. So I do have a special announcement in regard to one of these games on the list here. But first of all, let's get to the winners. You guys, my subscribers, who have won a copy of Mutant Mudds Super Challenge for the Wii U or for the 3DS, depending on what you want. But I have codes, and I have 3 winners who won Mutant Mudds Super Challenge. So basically, the qualifications were you leave a comment in the comment section of my Jules Watch'em A2E Games interview, and you were to tell me that you wanted a copy of the game. So if you did that, I put your name in a random comment generator, and I got 3 winners. So the winners are ET Extreme, that's a capital E and a capital T, lowercase x, capital T, ET Extreme. You're the first winner. Winner number 2 is Brolove, and he spells it B-R-O-L-O-V. Winner number 3, Chris Metroid. So there's your 3 winners. ET Extreme, Brolove, and Chris Metroid. You have won a copy of Mutant Mudds Super Challenge on the 3DS or the Wii U. Let me know which version you want. I believe one of you would prefer the European version. I do have that as well. Congratulations to the winners, and look forward to more giveaways in the future as well. And now for the special announcement in regards to one of those indie games that was showcased on the Nintendo Nindies presentation today. The developer Choice Provisions, who is bringing Runner 3 as a Nintendo Switch exclusive this fall, will be a guest on my channel next week for an interview. So look forward to that, guys. I'm really excited. We got an exclusive interview again coming up with none other than Choice Provisions. So let me know what you think. Are you excited? Are you excited about all these games? And if you haven't subscribed to the channel, I highly suggest you do so, because I'm going to have more developers on the channel in the future. So you might as well subscribe now, participate, and have a chance to win more contests, and enjoy the fun, of course. Alright guys, let me know what you think in the comment section. If you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button and subscribe, and I'll talk to you very soon in the next video. Take care.